What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit-chat about everything to do with film. I am joined as always by my best man, Mr. Sean. Me and Sean, how's it going?
I'm good, Conor. It's been a while since we've talked about movie news. Yeah. Entirely my fault, I will say.
A lot of it, look, a lot of people on the streets are saying it's all down to you.
Look, I was holding out for a scoop. The scoop never came.
The one bit of journalism we ever did was you said, I think there's big Marvel news in the pipeline this week.
There was they had a whole convention. They just didn't announce anything.
This is just last week. There was no episode because Sean was like, first of all, it was a bank holiday here in Ireland. So we were like, right, we'll save it for Tuesday. And then Sean was like, there's a big announcement on Wednesday. So we'll save it for Wednesday.
Push it a day. That'll be great.
Push it a day. We put it out. Oh my God, massive drop. We know all the news.
Up to the minute reporting here, lads.
And then nothing came out.
But do you know what I was thinking of when I was sending that text to you? In all seriousness, I believed we were going to get news. Do you remember when James Gunn got let go from Marvel and we we text each other and was like, we should do a report right now. And it was like 9 or 10 p.m. at night.
We were like, this is fucked up, man.
This is horrendous. I think it's like, it's probably deleted now, but I think it's like 30 or 40 minutes of us just being like, Jesus, that's mad. Isn't it?
Yeah, so I look, I appreciate that. We're all together, Sean, in that we all came and we all said, Sean, fair play to you. You tried to do a journalism, but this is your one lesson in life to never try. Let's stop doing that. Keep putting out mediocrity. We're news that nobody cares about, and the big news we're always a week behind. It's the only way to do it.
Look, we have built a format off of it, and I respect that. I would like someone to clip that section where Conor just said, Sean, never try, because that's going to come in real handy for me.
I have that as my chest tattoo.
It's my tombstone.
So if this is your first episode, you don't have to do anything, just chill out. But if it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share, whatever way you could support the show. That would really help us out. We're currently going for 200 5-star reviews on Spotify before a solstice. Name one of them. There's 2, so whichever one. I'm going to say summer, and then we're going to change it to winter.
Yeah, oh, very good. And also, there's 2 on this planet. Other planets, who knows?
So we just go off all the other planets.
I'm working off of Pluto myself, still a planet in my mind.
Gurag 7.
Oh, you know Gurag?
I'm a big fan of the old of Ragu 9. Right. Very lovely in a meatball.
Lovely with a spaghetti.
So you can also support the show. We have a Patreon, which is a bunch of extra movie reviews and extra content over there. All the legends over there supporting the show for the price of like 1 coffee a month. Basically means that this show is completely ad free, which is pretty cool. And other than that, you can just tell one human being that we exist, I suppose.
Just one, please.
Exactly. So, Sean, I think what I wanted to do this week, all that stuff is out of the way now. We're here for hot scoops. And you obviously have all of the hot scoops. So I haven't put news together this week. I'm going to ask you, what's the news?
Well, let me tell you what some of the lads around town have been up to. Okay.
You're just asking random people.
It's like, what's a hot scoop in your life?
What's going on in the talkies, man?
I mean, do we lead with the big story or what?
I think we should talk about, to start off, we're going to talk about the Supergirl trailer. Now, this is the final Supergirl trailer that dropped this week. And the reason for this is just because this is the first Supergirl trailer that I was like, this is actually a pretty good one. The other one was grand. But this one feels like a first trailer, and that annoys me when they do the last trailer. It feels like the first one they should have released, but it's the last one.
I get that. I also think that they kind of gauge reactions off of the teaser trailers and then finalise the edit for the quote-unquote final trailer. And that's the one that most sums up the vibe they're trying to sell.
Yeah, because like within this is the final trailer before the movie comes out, so they're trying to build ticket prices and get everyone to come in to see it. And this trailer, first of all, literally just starts off with her saying, I'm not the same as Superman, we see the world different. Just basically the full layout of the reason for this movie, the characters. And I was like, that should have been your first 2 lines in the first piece of trailer that you released.
Yeah, to build the interest around what Supergirl is. It's also, like, because you did a Supergirl report, and at the start, like, when she was first introduced, the first ever version of Supergirl, and there have been many. She was more of like my cousin's the best, and he's going to show me the way. Whereas she's very clearly a different kind of person in this. Because she grew up on Krypton and lost everything.
Which is, as you can imagine, much more fucked up. So the idea is that Superman, if anyone doesn't know the origin of Superman, he's a little baby, places blown up.
His parents are shot in an alley.
Russell Crowe is there. Right? He's all like, oh, fuck, the planet's going to go, right? And then he puts little baby Clarke into a little pod and is like, this is the last ship off Krypton, get away here, kid. And he, like, flies him away and the planet blows up. And Superman's the last remaining Kryptonian, blah, blah, blah.
Last son of Krypton.
The last son of Krypton, all that good stuff. But then Supergirl, if you take away all of the other origins, and we've listened to Hero Zero, there's at least 6 of them. And
one of them is good.
As I think I explained in that report, they continuously try to dig up throughout Kara Zor-El's life. But what her character is that she was actually older than Clarke on Krypton. So she was like 15, 16 when he was like, say, 6 months or whatever. And she's a teenager and the Earth is blowing up. And her father, who is Clarke's dad's brother, is basically like, oh, this planet's going to blow up. And he puts her in a pod against her will, because she now has free will, because she's kind of nearly an adult. And he's like, get the hell out of here. But her ship doesn't get to Earth at the same time as Clarke. So Clarke lands, grows 30 years, and like is a 30-year-old man. And then she becomes Superman. And then she gets to Earth, and she's like still 25, but now she's younger than him, even though she's technically older. But the main idea is that she's old enough to understand the loss of everything that's happened, so that's why she's so fucked up.
Yeah, she grieves her family and Krypton, and literally everything she ever knew and loved is gone. Yeah,
like it's all gone. Whereas Clarke obviously was a baby; he can't remember any of that. So people just says, "Oh, your planet is exploded." He's like, "Oh, that's sad, but I have Pa and Ma Kent, and they look after me." So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Have you seen they released kind of an extended scene of like them meeting, and like the pod opens and Clarke is like slowly introducing her. Love the fact that Clarke can't speak Kryptonian. I think that's a really good Superman character moment where he's just like, yeah, he's from there, but he's not. He has no ties to it at all, basically, not even the language.
Yeah, and he doesn't mean it in a bad way. He just literally, like, I mean, he was 3 months old when the planet exploded.
Oh, it's not his fault he couldn't learn it.
I don't think it's his fault. So, and I think it just makes her such an interesting character, because you have the man who is like the most happy, smiley Boy Scout of all time, and it's just like, why can't we not just do all the right things? Like, guys, come on, we're just good people. And she's like, yeah, but you can't remember the loss of everything else.
And like, there's that line in this trailer where it's like, my cousin, he sees the good in everybody and I see the truth.
Yes, which is an excellent line.
It's fantastic. And it kind of echoes what we've already seen in Superman, where Lois Lane says, you think everyone is beautiful. And it's like, Clarke is like that. That's an amazing thing that Clarke is able to see people like that.
He's undamaged by the world.
Yes. Like, he's been through stuff and whatever, but he had a very, very good start in life. Whereas Kara had a life and had it torn away at like an age where she was conscious enough to be like, oh, this is awful that this is happening. And then she gets to a new planet, and the only person she knows is a cousin who was a baby. Like,
isn't this fantastic? We're all alive.
You're going to love it here. Don't worry about all of that shit that happened yesterday to you.
So a few things that come to mind with this trailer. Blondie's Call Me, excellent choice. Anytime you can throw Blondie in there, I mean, excellent work.
There was never any doubt the soundtrack was going to be banging in this.
Absolutely. One thing, there's a few things that I want to mention, but firstly with the trailer, massive Guardians of the Galaxy vibes from this. I did not get that from the Superman trailer. I'm pretty sure, but maybe because this is more space hopping, planet hopping, like she's clearly fighting aliens from different planets and all involved in that. So like she's going around the universe.
Yeah, I will say I'm still not tired of that style.
No, I wasn't saying that even in a negative. I was just like, I think it's just a vibe. I was like, oh, that's a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. If they can kind of mix that together with the Superman vibe as well.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that this early we're fleshing out like the space side of the DCU. Because we're getting lanterns and stuff like that. Like,
one thing that was
to go off world so soon.
You know what was really interesting? I was thinking about this during the week, and this movie and Clayface and all of those movies that they're doing, I think people were, I would say, I don't know, the DC name in cinema terms did not have a good reputation.
That is a very, very diplomatic way of saying that, Connor.
They were shit.
They made a load of shit films for a while.
A load of shit movies in a row, yeah.
One after another. Flop,
and so
flop,
Safran and Gunn have come in here. Now, they're not all going to be winners, but I think what they need to do is they need to make them good regardless of what they are. So that's why when they're doing the Clayface and Super, I'm like, those aren't the movies that you would make if you were just making these movies to make $1 billion, in my thoughts.
If they were trying to mainline profit...
Yes.
They would have a Batman movie out already.
You do Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and I mean, even Wonder Woman was like 5 years ago, was like the last one, but like, you're like, fucking do it again, it's fine, right?
Yeah, just reboot it.
Just reboot. You do those three, you make a shit ton of money. So the fact that they're not going that road is actually, and I'm going to say this lightly, Sean, gives me some positivity. I'm like, these guys might know what they're doing in some sort of way, because as I said, they're doing movies that I'm like building universe, like you're building things out, because what I don't want is this movie to come out and when it doesn't make $1 billion, which I don't think it will, I think it'll be good, and it'll be, but I think a Supergirl movie, I just think inbuilt in it can't make as much as a Superman movie, because
why is that?
I just think because it's a character that's based off a different character, if that makes sense.
No, for sure.
To the same level of like a Nightwing movie's not making the same amount of money as a Batman movie.
No, and also like it was what, 13 years since we had a solo Superman movie as well. So there's that, and it was the start of a new universe and everything like that. It had a lot of factors enticing people to go and see it. I
just don't want people to get cold feet if this movie... It's like I'm setting them up to be like, oh, it might be shit. I think it might be good, which is a good thing.
I think it might be good as well. Like, and also, this movie and Jackass comes out on my birthday. And I'm like, what a Sean 1-2 punch that is.
Go see one and then go see another. Which one do you go see first is the question.
Oh, I think Supergirl first. I think I'm doing Super Ass, where it's Supergirl first and then Jackass.
Jack Girl.
Hey, Jack can be a girl's name.
What you said about Cara? You got a super ass. What am I saying?
No, I don't. Oh, guys, no, I wasn't. No,
guys, I wasn't saying. You're like in the middle of the audience. Guys, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Please, we have an IMC here. But I think I have no basis in saying this, by the way. But I think that studios might be coming around to the fact that not every movie needs to make $1 billion.
Well, only one movie this year has made $1 billion, and can you name that movie, Sean?
Can I name the movie that made $1 billion?
Only one.
Is it a bad one?
I want to use you. Think of it's one of those. I say it's like Minecraft, but it's not Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is in my head, but I don't know. Was that this year?
That was last year.
Super Mario
2, yes.
Yeah.
That's the only movie this year to make. Now look, Spider-Man hasn't come out, and the Avengers hasn't come out, and all that good stuff, so they're still kind of locked in.
Project Hail Mary had a good college try.
It did, but I think that you can't make. It's not 2016 anymore. I don't think you should be making movies for that.
No, 100%. And I think that there was again, I always go back to how comic book movies kind of echo the arc of comic books, like the comic book industry, in that like in like the 70s, 80s into the early 90s, there was this thing called the Marvel method of how they would do comics, and it was just like you would draw the art and write the story around it. And that kind of started happening with Marvel, where they were just filming shit and like VFXing shit and being like, we'll sort all the story stuff later on.
We'll actually talk about that later on with the Tom Holland stuff, but yeah.
Oh, excellent. Outstanding.
That actually does even come up. Well done.
But thank you. But I think with the DCU, it's interesting that like James Gunn and Peter Safran from the start have been like, we have an idea of the story we want to tell for this universe. We have like a start and end point for what we want the first section of the Gods and Monsters bit of this to be. So it's interesting to go in with that and not go in with the Iron Man 1 mentality of, we'll figure it all out. And it just happened to get lucky 26 times in a row.
Well, they tried that already. They tried the, we'll figure it all out. It worked for them. And that did not...
Connor, your third movie should be Justice League, okay?
You just swing it. And your second one, Superman dies.
Yeah. Get rid of him. No one.
He's
but
useless.
Then, next one after that, bring him right back.
Bring him right back. First 20 minutes.
So we need Superman. Like,
so why would we kill him? We need him. No, I think another thing I want to talk about. What do you think of Lobo, Jason Momoa as Lobo in this?
The design of him, like how he actually looks in the world, I much prefer the look of him in this trailer.
Yeah. He
looks more like Lobo, whereas before it looked like Jason Momoa with a wig on a motorcycle.
I think Lobo is is right up there with the Clayface stuff. Is just such an out there character to do. If in your second or third movie or whatever, if you count the Batman, which not in this universe,
which retroactively we might have to,
which I have already added in my head. I think like it's. Lobo would be like 150 on the list of characters that I would be like, oh, we should start our universe in DC. Do you know what will be really easy for people to understand?
Yeah.
Lobo.
Yeah, it might still be up. You did a Lobo report years ago.
I'm not saying Lobo's bad. I like Lobo. I'm just saying and also Momoa playing Lobo, pretty perfect.
I think it's a better fit than Aquaman for him.
Oh yeah, 100, and I think Lobo wouldn't be included in this if Gunn, first of all, hadn't been Guardians of the Galaxy, because Lobo would fit right in to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Big time.
And so,
do you want to do a quick, just oversight of Lobo for people that might not know?
He's basically a space mercenary, Deadpool, Wolverine kind of style. He's just like your fast talking bullshitter, but he's like evil, but he's good, and he's just like an anti-hero, and he's like just goes around do whatever the fuck he wants.
That line from Origins Wolverine, where Deadpool is like, I wanted to travel the world, meet interesting people, and kill them. That's Lobo, basically.
I mean, we did do that whole story where he tries to kill Santa.
Yes, it was a Christmas episode. That's why we covered Lobo. Same way we covered Cher.
I think the action looks okay. What the one part I really liked is the fact that she's using, and look, there's no other word I'm saying it, kung fu. But I just mean she's punching and kicking people, which I really enjoy seeing a super punch and kick people, because Superman, he's not doing that. He's not going hand to hand with people.
Because I think as well, if she's going to different planets, she might not get the same effect of the yellow sun. So she might not be super powered all the time. So I like that she's actually a good fighter as well.
Yeah, she's way more useful, because like if her fighting style is like Pattinson, where she's just like putting people in the fucking ground.
Yeah, but I like how it's used as an excuse to say buy your tickets now, which more trailers are doing. But that shot of her with the laser eyes at the end,
laser eyes look really good.
Laser eyes look great, but also she's like, it's like she's braced into it. Like it takes her effort to do it. Nearly, it looks really
and also
cool.
It's there to like mirror the Superman movie when he's going around laser and all of Lex's guys as like a mirror image of that, which is pretty cool. So this is coming out June 26th this year, Sean.
Very soon.
very soon. 110 minutes, so under the 2 hours, which is not bad.
Really? That's a breeze.
Yeah, just fly through.
I get the early showing of Jackass after.
Super ass. Craig Gillespie is directing it now. If you don't know Craig Gillespie, he did I, Tonya, Cruella, and the Fright Night remake. But I mean, he has won an Oscar, I think, for I, Tonya, so he's not too bad.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, I guess.
I suppose, I guess. Whatever. I just think this is probably the best trailer for this movie. I'm excited to see it, and I just want to be like, if people are saying, I think it'll be good, and then it won't make as much money as they think, and then they'll get cold feet, and I don't want that. Just be like...
But I hope it doesn't get Captain Marveled, where it's like, oh, you can't have a female lead. Like, you absolutely can.
Oh, 100%.
Some people want to hate this, I feel like, but I think it looks fun.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mentioned the Supergirl make less than Superman, but I would also say if you wrote a Wonder Woman movie tomorrow, like, that would make a shit ton of money as well. Because, like, it's the big three. If you're going to do Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, just go straight through the Trinity, make a shit ton of money, call it off.
Yeah, we are getting that. There was a TV series or an animated series announced about Themyscira, I think. I think that's coming out at some point.
Yeah. And also, I mean, we had the Lantern show that's coming up, and the trailers for that look really sick.
They look really good. I know, like, a lot of people are like, it's not colourful enough. I'm like, they're doing that for a reason. Come on,
I think it's going to be cool. Okay.
I like Kyle Chandler, okay?
Great hair. Fantastic hair for a man his age.
Really good hair.
I want to move on to our next piece of news, Sean, and I know you are so excited for Shrek 5 coming out next year. The long-awaited 5th movie. It's coming out in 2027. Got pushed back for several years. Was meant to come out, I think, last year or this year, and then was pushed back. But Sean, I have some good news, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, after Shrek 5, what more Shrek will I have in my life?
I'll be Shreked, says I.
Well, yeah, look... Mike Myers has come out, and I
love you trying to frame this as like a positive news story.
I really, like you're editing in your brain as you go. Mike Myers has come out and very excitedly said, Sean, you don't have to worry, because Shrek 6 is already confirmed 13 months before Shrek 5 comes out. Yes, we're locked in for another one.
We're not waiting on response to Shrek 5. We're assuming you all want
we know it's going to make money.
I think we're past the peak of... Because Shrek had a bit of a revival through internet memes.
Yeah, in 2012, Sean.
Yeah, but 2012 to 2016, I think Shrek was a safe bet.
Right.
Now he's been superseded by Minions.
I don't think think kids today even know what Shrek is.
I don't know. I think if your son, if you said Shrek to him, no reaction.
Now, to be fair, he also can't talk.
Well, neither could Shrek at the start.
That's a nice boulder. He's an idiot. He can't talk at all.
Has he seen many films?
I'll be honest with you, he can't stay up for them. He doesn't have the stamina. I'm like putting on like Lawrence of Arabia. Now sit there and
3 hours.
Next up, Pirates of the Caribbean, the third one.
Oh, start with the third. It's pretty good.
Start with the third, work backwards, I said.
Say, son, how do you feel about Dr. Zhivago?
And he says, mostly it's that.
It's real cute though. Right? It's pretty good.
But I don't know what he said.
That's your fault. You're like Superman not being able to speak Kryptonian.
Yeah, that's true. I think Shrek 6, I think the fact that this has been announced 13 months before Shrek 5, firstly, is amazing. Mike Myers, I think he should announce them all. He should say there's a Shrek 7 and 8 as well, because he's just locking himself in for 10 years.
I think he should just start announcing other Mike Myers, like a Cat in the Hat too.
I like, just lock yourself in. They have to pay you, technically, if you do them. So, like, and you're not doing anything else, Mike. You might as well.
No, what are you making, the fucking the Triumvirate or whatever you called it? The weird cult movie?
No, I think Shrek 5 also has Zendaya in it as well, so they got her locked in.
Yeah, wasn't the thing like they put out the trailer and everyone figured out the plot immediately?
And then they changed the entire movie, which is why it was pushed back, yes.
So, a sixth one will go down very well.
As if people knowing the plot for Shrek 5 mattered.
Are you willing to put some money down? Because I have a theory.
I'm willing to put my own son down. Yes, go on.
Okay, well, I'm not prepared for... Look, he's Godfather. So I will
so
look
one
after
of us could have him.
We're trading him off.
Technically.
So, I think Shrek 6...
Yeah.
I think Shrek dies. I think he old man, like... It's a goodbye to Shrek.
He Logans.
We do old man Shrek.
He does the Logan thing where he's running through the forest. He's like covered in blood.
Run through the swamp.
He's running through the swamp. He's covered in blood, and he's fighting like all the fucking three blind mice and stuff, and they're like shooting him, and it's really gruesome.
I'm genuinely... I think that could happen. Not the gruesome bit, but...
Yeah.
I could see them...
There is also... Not to excite you, but there is also a standalone donkey movie that is being developed by DreamWorks as well, because Eddie Murphy has confirmed that part. So,
yeah. What? I think we might be... Lads, we might be overreaching here.
This might be the most... What was big when I was 10 producer's moment of all time.
But I feel it's someone in DreamWorks being like, fucking will we do Shrek?
Mike's on the line.
We've got Mike. We
Mike
can't make Austin Powers in this climate.
They didn't kill you.
I will say, I think there's room for an Austin Powers. I don't know if there's room for another Shrek.
Because I think like Shrek 4 came out. Did anyone see that?
Was that the one where they it's like an alternate, like a time travel thing?
Yeah, was there a Shrek?
Or is that Shrek the Third I'm thinking of?
Shrek the Third I also was not.
I wasn't on board. I've got the DVD set of 1 and 2 and that's all I need.
Shrek the Third has big straight to DVD vibes about it. And I know it came out in the cinema, but it was straight to DVD vibes. Shrek 1 and 2 were like gold standard.
Because there was a big gap between 2 and 3. I remember there used to be... So there's a paper called the Sunday Times in Ireland.
Very good.
And back in the day, they used to have a kids pull-out section called the Fun Day Times. And it would be all kids relevant news. And number one, I saw an ad for Kingdom Hearts 2, and I got really upset because I didn't understand why Mickey was hanging out with these fucking anime characters. And then I was maybe 10 at the time or whatever.
26.
Yeah, this was last week. But also, I saw an ad in it for, I think it was for Shrek the Third. Yeah. And I remember at the breakfast table saying to my dad, I don't think that'll be good.
Sorry, the idea of you with your little newspaper and him with a different newspaper, and you both have pipes.
Mine blows bubbles.
At breakfast? Father, have you seen the news? Like the
it
third.
Was a Sunday morning, Connor.
We had Christmas to attend. Run, boy. Go on. I would say that this might be... I think they just looked at Puss in Boots and the fact that those movies, especially The Last Wish, which came out a few years ago and was seen as quite good.
It's a banger.
That's a banger. So they're like, oh, we can do this again. So I am amazed. I think Mike Myers should just keep announcing more of them. Let's see if it's good. It might not be. But at the same time, 1 and 2 are still there. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where I've only really seen 1 and 2.
What if we
engaged with Trek Media outside of that?
What if we did it? If we put the money that we were going to put into that into a different original movie?
What if we gave it to charity?
You made me look like a dick.
Well, we all have our priorities. You want entertainment. I want to help people.
You want more art. I want coats for little orphans.
They don't have to be orphans. Children can have coats.
I want coats for rich kids.
Poor kids can have coats.
Oh,
middle class children, no coats.
No, get out of here, middle class children.
Go and eat your brand name cereal every so often.
It's the guy reading the newspaper on a Sunday morning. I want to talk about Tom Holland just had a really funny interview during the week because he's obviously doing all the press for the Odyssey now, and he's worked with a man called Christopher Nolan, and it just came out during the week, and it just made me laugh of him talking about the difference between working with Christopher Nolan and then going back to Spider-Man Brand New Day and being like, hey, what are we doing?
It's like, hang on. I've recently learned there's other ways to make films.
But first of all, I'm just going to read you the subheading for this, and this is amazing. Tom Holland recently revealed that working with Christopher Nolan on The Odyssey inspired him to make sure his fourth Spider-Man movie didn't suck.
Now, that's not saying the other three sucked, and they didn't. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
But
he was more determined than ever to be like, here, lads, I've seen what other good people do, and this isn't that.
Yeah, because he was like, there's no question you can ask Chris that he doesn't have an answer for.
Yeah, and then he also said he had to ring everyone, all the producers and everyone working on the movie before he came back to set on Spider-Man and said, we are not going to come to set and figure it out. We need to know why we are making this movie beyond the fact that it's Spider-Man 4 and all those movies make loads of money.
I respect the hell out of this move. Because what are they going to do? Not have Tom Holland be Spider-Man?
You're locked in, lad. They want you forever.
You're locked in here with him.
He went and did one movie with Christopher Nolan, came back and was like, lads, you could write the fucking script beforehand. Why didn't anyone tell me?
But also, like, because Zendaya's on the Odyssey as well.
Yeah.
And like, so Zendaya's also on that set. And it's like, oh, you're going to argue with Tom Holland and Zendaya about how to do this film.
Because I think she'll back him if it comes to it.
I have a funny feeling, yeah. But he told a story and was like, they were doing a scene and it just wasn't working. And he said to her, like, hey, this isn't working, right? And she was like, no. And so they both went up and were like, this should just be rewritten. Because we can spend all day at this, or we can finish now, go home and change the script, and then come back tomorrow.
And that's what they did. And I think it's working on a different... Now, he also came out and was like, with Marvel, they do the CGI and the set pieces first, and then they give you the set pieces and say, he's going to be in a fairground. He's going to be in the subway.
The Marvel method, guys.
There's going to be a fight in this scenario or this area and location that we've already kind of done up 60% of the CGI for, and it's going to be there. And here's all the stuff. Now you write the script around that and make sure that all of the things make sense.
Yeah, I do think Far From Home suffers the most from that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, he's in Venice. He's got to be in Venice, guys.
There's a Ferris wheel somewhere. And there's lava. I don't know why there is. There's just lava.
Put him in London.
I think this came out at the same time, and then Kevin Feige came out. There's just a lot of different Marvel news that came out simultaneously, because then Kevin Feige came out and said that their Brand New Day is kind of a reboot of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, saying that it's the first Spider-Man film that we've made in the MCU that is focused on the classic elements of Spider-Man. He's doing the Spidey thing of living in a rather sad, small apartment, listening to the police scanner, and going out and using his great power responsibly.
Yeah, that's Spider-Man. It took us. They decided to they decided to really establish him as a really proficient, well-equipped Spider-Man, so that they could put him into big world-ending stakes in those 3 movies.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, and now let's do the ground level stuff. It's an unorthodox way of doing it, but I think it'll work.
They went around the houses to get to Spider-Man where he has to always look like he's after getting kicked in the balls. It's just, we've talked about it before, but the Spider-Man aura is he's just seconds away from being kicked in the balls at all times.
And also he knows it's coming, but he'll happily take it.
So he's wincing. He's like, this is not going to be a fun day.
But I think, like, some of my favourite, like, I love in Homecoming when he has the homemade suit and he goes up against the Vulture.
Yeah.
That's fun Spider-Man stuff.
That's really good stuff. I think it's a roundabout the way of getting there, but there's a lot of things coming out about that one in particular. Marvel are definitely going on a full promotional trend for this is a new start. We're resetting everything. This is a new hard look at what we were doing previously. This ain't your mama's Marvel, because Avengers Doomsday officially goes back to Phase Zero, said the Russo brothers also explained, and they explained that it's apparently an MCU reset.
Okay. Doomsday in combination with Secret Wars, I imagine.
Yes.
Sets up. Hey, here's the universe now. Here, we can legally use mutants now. Let's start again.
So they're basically the heavy push on Marvel's side at the minute is all of these projects are all a reset for what they were doing previously. And then you have Tom Holland being like, hey, we could do good ones. I've seen Christopher Nolan. He does good movies.
Get Christopher to do one.
Imagine what Zendaya has told Tom Holland about Denis Villeneuve as well.
He doesn't think he exists. He's like, that's a dream kind of director.
He's like a holy spirit in the air.
It's I think it's going to be interesting to see like the first. It's probably not the first, but like the first canon cinematic universe reboot, if that makes sense. Where like,
because as you said, this is very comic booky to do that.
Yeah, where it's like it's part of the world that a reboot happened. Not just like, hey, we made Tom Cruise, but The Mummy. Like, it's actually like all this stuff happened, and then this event happened, and then now this is the world after that.
I would say, though, that they technically already did that, but they didn't have the balls to go through it.
With the snap?
Yeah, well, they did Endgame. After your fucking 27 movies or already, whatever, and then you did Endgame, and then you did different movies, but you just didn't make good ones, and then you shat yourself, and then you brought back all the people from the other ones.
True, yeah, no, they did fumble that, but
but they're like, this time's different, right? We're not going to pay Robert Downey Jr. after this one, I promise.
I don't know if this is Tom Holland, like if Secret Wars will be Tom Holland's last movie as Spider-Man. But if you got some elements of the Clone Saga in there, I wouldn't be unhappy.
No, what? No, why would you want that?
I think we're getting some elements of the Clone Saga in this one, Connor. I think he's going to turn into a man-spider.
I think it's going to be totems. I don't think it's clones.
You think we're getting Ezekiel Sims back?
Yes. I think it's totems, and I'm kind of scared, but I also want to be like, I don't know what they're going to do.
I want to see. Are you caught up with Daredevil Born Again by any chance?
Is this spoilers? Do we have to say spoilers?
No, I just want to know what Spider-Man thinks about the whole thing.
He's just like watching the TV like, this is fucked up.
It's like, Jesus, I'm never going to Hell's Kitchen, I'll tell you that much.
One street. I have the whole of New York, Matt, right? Fuck's sake.
Fucking, I'm a child.
We're going to move on to our next piece of news, Sean. This is a few weeks old, but I wanted to touch on it because I wanted to see and get your opinion on it. And that is the fact that The Godfather is officially getting a new sequel in 2027.
A new sequel? So the other ones happened?
Yes.
And they're just adding a fourth?
Yes. Why have trilogies when you could maybe have another one?
A quadrilogy.
Quadrilogy. And even if the good ones, even if the other three are considered, I don't know, maybe the greatest, like up there with the greatest movies of all time, blah, blah, blah. But what if we did another one?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've only seen Godfather 1.
Oh, and does it insist upon itself?
Perhaps. I'm more of a Goodfellas man.
Are you a Goodfellas man?
I'm a Goodfellas man.
Look, there's people shouting at you right now, Sean. I'm not going to jump on you, right? But you do host a movie show and you've only seen the first Godfather. I know.
Well, it's a movie and TV show, first of all. And,
he's got me.
Jot that down.
I love how you're like, well, now we're equal in the argument.
I can basically walk away at this point with my head.
I've painted you as the over-exuberant idiot. So they're apparently they're looking to do another movie with The Godfather. It's going to be another sequel is the words that they're talking about. So once it comes out, is this once again? This might be the most Hollywood thing ever to just be like, hey, look, this movie was big when I was young.
Yeah. Is there a market for mafia movies at the minute?
Good question. The last one was The Irishman.
Yeah, which is very, I would say, Godfather adjacent.
Well, absolutely. And they had to use all the CGI to de-age all those men.
Yeah, but they still move like older men.
Yeah, that's just, you can't do anything about that. Their bones are old. I think depends, really, because is it going to be 3.5 hours long?
Yeah. I don't, like, again, look, as someone who hasn't seen Godfather 2 and 3, I don't know where the Corleone family ends up.
They get in some hijink shot. It's real hijink
you
stuff.
better believe it.
You better believe it.
Like, who's in the new gen? Like, what's the new gen of organized crime, you know? Because the mafia back in the day, there was an element of elegance to the whole thing.
Now you only have Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Look, I don't know what underground crime rings are like, but I don't think they're shaking hands and having dinners these days.
See, what you're saying, might be your most, like, boomer thing of all time to be like, back in my day, the criminals
had honour.
Before they shot you with their Tommy gun, they wore top hats.
Yeah. I don't think that's an unfair statement.
Now the dickhead who's going to kill you now with the gang is like, he's wearing khaki trousers. The dick.
Yeah, I think gang violence has become very impersonal.
Where's the head of a horse in a bed when you need one?
Yeah, that's sending a message.
Yeah. Now you just send a drone and blow up my house.
Yeah, and they'd probably get a mochaccino on the way.
Stop playing avocado, whatever. You bastards.
Unless you said like a year after Godfather 3 ends, I guess.
Yeah. Just straight in. Exactly. It just carries on from the next day.
Yeah, when whatever happens.
When whatever happens, I don't want to spoil it for... I don't want to spoil the movie from, 1975.
I'll watch it. I promise. My birthday movie this month. We can do The Godfather 2.
Yeah, absolutely not. I think you're absolutely correct. If they're going to just do a different mob movie, but they're all like not dressed as nice.
Yeah, it'll be like The Gentleman, that fucking Guy Ritchie joint.
Yeah, but just as bad.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
Yeah, it's alright. So I'm gonna move on.
The dad a Christmas movie is what it is.
I want to move on, Sean, just very quickly. Jared Leto. It's Jared Leto. It's Jared Leto news.
Sorry, that's not how you say that.
Jared Leto news.
Thank you.
Very good. And we haven't had this in many years. But I have had some rumours that he's in Masters of the Universe, unfortunately, and he is Skeletor. Unfortunately, he keeps getting work. But enemy of the podcast, Jared, there was several people. Travis Knight, the director of the movie, revealed the lengths that Jared would go to appear scary on the set of the upcoming film.
It's been so long since we've had Jared inconveniencing professionals in the filmmaking industry.
Apparently, he didn't like the Skeletor outfit. He didn't think it made it look good. So during all of the rehearsals, all of the run-throughs, what he decided to do was he covered himself in blood. Right?
What?
He covered his face in blood. And he was smearing blood-like makeup on his face. Blood-like makeup. So that he looked terrifying while filming the scenes. So people are acting off him, and he's looking fucking weird. Now, this is the weakest Jared we've had in a while, because he did use those used condoms and was doing all those and pretending to be blind.
Dead rat and stuff like that. Well, it was a live rat, but
it was a live rat.
I will. This is the worst one, objectively.
Why?
Because he's doing it for the sake of it. It ties in no way is Skeletor associated with blood?
He's lost his edge, if you ask me. He's lost his fastball. I want Jared to do something fucking mental. I want him to carry around one of those skeletons that they have in like science labs, but I want him to carry just around that and act off that.
I want Skeletor's staff. I want the head of that to be someone treasured in Jared's life. And I want it to be their skull that he himself preserved. That's what I want from Jared.
He's lost it. I think, and that's more sad. I think we've, whatever respect we had from him, he's always on the 0 of the year. So none. I think it's worse. Well, nothing worse than being a big dickhead is being a boring dickhead.
He's a poser, is what he is. Because I would respect him more if it was real blood. But it's blood like makeup. Because he's a fucking coward.
Nothing gets you riled up more than Jared.
I hate how he interacts with people.
He's just a worse. He has all those. If you don't know about Jared, we've mentioned him many times, all the different things he's ever done on film sets, and they're not good.
Did I tell you, I saw 30 Seconds to Mars at a festival, right?
Yeah.
And he just started calling people up on stage.
Yeah.
Being like, do you want to be on stage?
Yeah.
And me and my now wife looked at each other and we were like, someone should check if those people are okay after the show. Can we get eyes on them just to make sure?
Were they all young women who didn't have IDs on them?
Young women at a festival, Conor.
His age group. His age bracket indeed.
Wasn't even that good. I went on a Ferris wheel instead.
So I wanted to finish this week on Jared Leto news because I thought it was important that we were up to date with all of the Jared news.
Because, like, look, he's an absolute scumbag.
Yeah.
But for a man that, like, blinded himself.
Yeah.
For example, for a role.
He did for Blade Runner 2049. He actually he put a contact lenses into his own eyes to make himself blind, ruining some intern's life who had to walk him around the set for all of those days of filming.
But like to go from that to I put red paint on my face to look scarier than a skull, and Skeletor is largely a comedic role. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, but you know what? We were against him when he was doing the bad shit that was really putting people out. But now I'm even more against him when he's doing stuff and he's not even inconveniencing anyone. And I'm telling you, he's lost his fastball, Sean. It's just...
No, he's performative dickhead now.
He insists upon himself.
Jared Leto insists upon himself.
Okay. I think we're going to end at movie news this week, Sean.
That's fair. Would you like me to take us out, Conor?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We will be back on Friday with an episode of Hero or Zero, and next Monday with another episode of the show. We promise there'll be one. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that is in the description. Everyone who supports us over there, absolute legends. They mean that the show is ad-free. They also get access to our movie reviews every single month. So last month, it was Conor's birthday month, so we reviewed The Nice Guys, because Conor likes Ryan Gosling, it turns out. Don't know if anyone heard that before. And then this month is my month, so still trying to decide on a film. I've been shot down on most of my suggestions, as you well heard, but that will be coming out very, very soon. So head on over there if you want to support the show. You do also get a shout out, so big shout outs to Róisín and Baby Ben Palmer, Ryan Kamatsu, Dozer, Enthusiast Evanson, Mutant Terrorist Magneto. That's Waffles referencing our Secret Wars 1984 report, which is ongoing. Thank you to David Clarke, Dominic, Anna Kamatsu, Dozer, Hjelmroos, Danny McLaughlin, Lordsmish, I'm trapped here, this is home now. Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine are back from orbiting the moon to make sure it's not falling. Russ, is it hot in here? Or, no, wait, it's just hot in here. Ignore me, Parfit. Thought we were getting a compliment for a second. Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tipsily subscribed to the Patreon. Ciara Lawler, Judge Leahy, Mikey Chair's #1 fan has great taste in movies. Call me Komatsu, the way I be dozing at work. Johnny Ray, Hunter Harvard, the Texas Ironman. Lisa is continuing her investigative reporting into the lads. What's your favourite dessert? Oh, he's stumped. That's a man who hasn't eaten dessert in years.
Something fruity? Something light and fruity is normally my go-to.
I would say, for you, I would say probably Greek yogurt with some berries.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah. I myself, I enjoy a chocolate brownie with vanilla ice cream.
Double fucking chocolate cake.
Justin, we named the monkey Jack Bowman, Joe Reid, John NeSmith, Ted Sullivan, Jeff Scroger, the Fueled by Nostalgia podcast, Charlie Smith, Logan Merriman, YinzerGhost, Pete Rogers, Nonchalant Nome, Janus, #1 Man-Bat fan Simonsen, Callum Burcher, Alice Faust says abolish ice, Myles Crossland, and David Leffler. Thank you all for your support. We really appreciate it. Head on over to patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast if you want to support us over there. There is also, we are also on Twitter, is at Heroes for Hire pod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire podcast. Blue Sky is Heroes for Hire podcast. And the best way to ever about the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
And I think that's about it, Conor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Mean.
See y'all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.